tell you that you just heard some proxy people speak better than the politicians. I definitely believe you've seen at least 2 future politicians in here, maybe 3. I don't fit the bill of being a politician. I'm a small business owner, I'm a veteran, and I'm an activist. If you don't know what an activist is a person who's willing to go up and put everything they work for on the line and question authority. And I've been doing that for 30 years. And Mike Turner and I both ran for mayor against each other in 1993. Back then he was driving a Dodge Shadow with a Bush 1 bumper sticker. And next thing you know, he's in Congress. And you know what? He's never had to work to become a congressman because it was given to him. The first district included like 5 or 6 counties and was so Republican weighted it was unbelievable. And it doesn't help that the Democratic Party in Montgomery County is about as incompetent as they come. In fact, you see a D next to my name, just pretend that stands for David. Because they don't support me, the state party doesn't support me, nobody supports me. You know why? At least nobody, the proper supporters. Because I don't have 19 billionaires funding me. I don't have 79% of my money coming from out of state. I'm not driving a Cadillac, living in the tower at Performance Place, and never coming out to talk to taxpayers. That's Mike Turner. I got a shirt here. I'm sure some of you will agree with this, but this is our first mission right here. Defund politicians. Because, quite frankly, it costs $1 million to run for Congress for a job that pays $178,000 a year. And that's the root of the problem. We're holding auctions, not elections. So I'm really just a sacrificial lamb here because the district is still unconstitutional, still a Republican district. And it doesn't matter even once I get to Congress because these days, you got to pay for your own security, apparently. And they're paying for it out of their campaign funds. Is that what you donated money to? No. That's what corporations did to buy these people off. And it needs to stop. I'm sick and tired of it. You're sick and tired of it. You know, I started this campaign, and I was just going to talk about small business issues because that's near and dear to my heart. One of the things that irks me as a small businessman is why do I have to pay into it to pay payroll every week? When I started in business, you had this a ledger. You could fill it out and you could just pay your payroll. But now you got to pay a tax on paying your taxes. It would be very easy for the federal government to fix that. But they don't. You know why? Because we don't have businessmen. We have professional politicians, career politicians. People say, well, we should have term limits. I got something better. Why don't we just say at 70, you're done. You're done as a judge. You're done as a politician. That's enough. We got people who are petrified, basically sitting in the halls of Congress at this point, never having to worry that they're going to move. Somewhere along the line, you need somebody that's going to listen to you and talk to you. So since Mike Turner hasn't had a town hall in 20 years, what I do every day at 4, Monday through Friday, is I go on YouTube. I do a live stream. It's interactive. You can ask questions, I can respond. And I plan on doing this once I get elected to Congress to continue to keep the constituents, the people I work for, the people I represent in the circle of what's going on in Congress every day. That's my goal. Nobody's done that before. Probably won't happen this time either because, again, the district is pretty much unconstitutionally set for Mike Turner. And I don't know 19 billionaires to give me money. In fact, I don't know a single billionaire. And I can probably say that in this room, out of all of you, none of you do either. I know that since Mike Turner's been in office, America's gone from 300 billionaires to 600 billionaires. And that we, as the people, are getting poor. And while you hear things about blaming the Biden administration for inflation, hey, look, it happened under Republican heads. The problem is we refuse to stand up to business, enforce antitrust, and put a cap on crazy executive pay and stop the stock market from being a casino and be a real instrument of financially funding businesses. I can't compete with companies that get billions of dollars in handouts like Intel, and neither can you. Our country is taken by the rich. Let's defund them. Thank you very much. Appreciate the time.